Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I'm your host Sandman. Today we're going to be talking about whatever's happening in Locksport. I do actually have some decent announcements to give to you guys. I'm wondering if I should do this every Friday, but not every Friday is there really truly something going on worth talking about. But this Friday, there is. So that's what we're going to talk about here in this video. So if you are new to this channel, if you are new to Sandman's community, if you're new to Locksport, I highly recommend that you go to lpubelts.com. It has like just hundreds and hundreds of locks throughout the world that have been categorized by difficulty from easiest to hardest, and then but members of the LPU community, Lockpickers United community, gamified the system by giving it karate belt colors for each different level, and then they have belt requirements. So if you would like to earn your karate flair or earn your karate belt in lock picking, you can do that, but you don't have to. You could just use this as a guide. So if you're like, hey Sandman, I already know how to pick locks, and I say, well, what locks are you picking? And you can tell me, well, I just recently picked an Abus 6540, and I could say, well, the Abus 6540 is a brass padlock. It has 5 pins, 5 of which are security pins. It has 4 spool pins and 1 serrated pin. You're doing pretty good. It's about an orange belt lock. Let me advise that you should be looking for green belt level locks to push yourself. So maybe your next lock should be the Abus 7240. It has 6 security pins and a very highly paracentric keyway. And you can say, thanks Sandman, I really appreciate that. Or I could say, if you really want to push yourself, go to the blue belt and take a look and pick yourself an Abus 7550, and that is a dimple lock, and good luck with that, my friend. So that's what I love about this. I recently was having a conversation with somebody who was like, the belt system is dumb, blah, blah. You don't need the belt system. It's only for professional lock what do you say? Competitive lock pickers. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do, you don't have to participate in Locksport, but you can at least appreciate that nearly all of the locks in the entire world have been ranked from white belt all the way up to black belt and black belt Dawn 5, like level 5 black belt. Some locks that have only been picked open for the first time in like the last 5 years. Okay, so high security locks start at purple belt and work all the way up to black belt. Anything below purple belt is not considered high security, but they may have security pins. This is the best way to learn about locks, and there's so much here. You just click on these. You can type in any type of lock in the world. Watch this. I'm going to type in Master 19. And did you guys know that Master Lock actually had a high security padlock? These things are ginormous. They're a couple pounds. They're the size of my fist, and they have six of these pins. I don't remember what the type of pin that is. Let's see. Does it say what type of pin? I think it's not a trampoline pin, and it's not a spool pin. And it's kind of like a barrel pin. It's like a type of barrel pin. But anyways, you learn so much about this. But if I just want to be like, you know what, Sandman, I just want to collect master locks in general because I love master locks. Well, here's all the master locks that have been ranked. There's so many of them. It's super cool. I love it. So this is a really awesome tool. Let's get on with some of the daily brief. We'll call it the weekly brief, the Sandman Weekly Brief. All right. So if you're not familiar, Lockpicker's Bench is a reseller based out of Alaska, and he specializes in selling foreign lock picks and tools that are foreign to North America. So we have Bare Bones, based out of Australia, Lock Tools, based out of Great Britain. We have Moki, which is based out of Germany, and Multipick, based out of Germany, and RWB Custom. I'm so sorry, I don't know your country of origin. I'm terrible. But RWB Custom, I'm actually picking up one of these here. So he has a couple in stock. I'm picking up one of these next week. I'm buying one from Lockpicker's Bench. It's going to happen. Watch. So he has a whole new set of stuff in stock. Everything from Lock Tools and Moki. Everybody is after Moki tools these days. They are some of the most popular, hottest tools on the market. They are made of 301 high-yield stainless steel. Just some of the they are the strongest tools on the market. Any manufacturer that makes 301 high-yield stainless steel, that's the strongest as of summer 2024. Okay, so he's now in stock. You don't have to pay for shipping from Germany. Oh, his gym picks are already sold out. Those are the best. I love his gym hooks. Whatever you put in an order, whatever it is that you do decide to buy, make sure you get these handles here. Whether you like green or your team black or team green, make sure you get some handles with your Moki tools. All of these sets are just absolute fire. The Gold Digger set is probably one of my favorite sets, but if you're going to get the Gold Digger set, make sure you pick up the Moki turning tools. It looks like he doesn't sell the Moki turning tools by themselves, so I guess you better get the Reverend set. That's what I would get, actually. Yeah, I would get the Reverend set. They're all hook picks. Looks like we have some very thin rounded hook profiles and some fat rounded hook profiles in that set. Yeah, that's what I would get. Actually, I would just buy everything that you see in front of me. Just kidding. He also has some multi-pick. Let's take a look at his multi-pick offerings. So he has the Elite G Pro Dimple Lockpick kit. That's a really good kit. Comes with all these extra profiles, interchangeable profiles for those handles. He has multi-pick Elite 13. And he has a whole bunch of other stuff. The tension wrenches are definitely something you want to go, oh, they're sold out. He's probably going to start selling the Sandman lockpick sets by the end of the summer. We'll see, sometime early fall. If not, I don't know. But I think he's trying to work that out with Multipick, and I hope he does. Lawlock Tools is one of my favorite brands, and he's now selling handles. He makes these 3D printed handles just for the Valerian Euro pick set. So it's for the regular and for the Euro, and they're friction fit, so you don't have to like glue them together. You can just stick them in and pick, and you can make them interchangeable, so you really only need like one. But I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. I'm going to either buy, or I'm gonna try to get a hold of a Valerian set for review, and then I'm gonna use them with these handles. So that's what I'm gonna be doing with that. Man, this is a really great tool selection from Lawlock Tools. I wish this resource was available before I started purchasing those tools last year. So let's take a look at what else. Barebones always has some new products out, but we're going to look at their website for that. These ferrule tension wrenches are pretty good. I really like that. They're stout. I like that. Let's go over to Covert Instruments. Covert Instruments has more items in the vault. more, and more. Here's the deal. I love Covert Instruments. They're easily one of my favorite tool brands. They've been putting items in this vault section of their website, giving you a sneak peek of what's to come. Everybody's like, but Sandman, it already sold out. It's not for sale. It just says sold out because that's a placeholder. They can't put, it's not available yet. These are items that have not been yet released, and they just added more products to it. So for probably, I don't know, what feels like 8 or 9 months that they've had a good 8 products for, I thought they've had 8 products, but maybe, obviously it's not. They've had less. But we now have the Reaper McNally set that's in the vault, and then we have Riz. I don't know what Riz is. It's a new term for like flirting with people. I don't know how that relates to Locksport. We have the plug spinner. I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what spin is. I don't know what momentum is. I have an idea of what gravity is. I've seen Apex prototypes, but I don't know what they're going to go with in the final thing. I saw pictures of the Apex prototype September last year or August last year of 2023. So it's been a while. But the new products that they have that they're going to be releasing are these engraved pick sets, like this topographic pick set right here, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. I actually have the prototype of that on my door. Mine's a little bit different. They also have this engraved set, so we have the Aztec symbol right here. I don't have that one. And then they also have the Game of Thrones version. I don't have that one, but I do have... Oh, I guess they got rid of one of the other ones I was going to buy. Huh. Yeah, they had another product up here, and they got rid of it. I saw it. I'm not going to say what it is, because maybe they got rid of it for a reason. But we have an octopus here. And let's see here. I like this. I like this circuit board. I think that's cool. I think this will really appeal to the tool community, or not tool community, the hacker DEF CON community. I like that. I really do. The only thing I don't like about these is I think that I would love to see these available in 20 thousandths of an inch. This is 25 thousandths of an inch. This was a really good tool steel to use for 301 full hard and 1095 high carbon steel, both of which are about half as strong as 301 high yield. 1095 high carbon can be pretty strong depending on its manufacturing, but
301 full hard is nearly half as strong as 301 high yield, so you would always want to use 23 to 25 thousandths of an inch in 301 full hard. Since Covert Instruments is using the strongest tool steel on the market, I'm not a fan of the 25 thousandths. I would rather see these tool sets offered in 20 thousandths, and I think that's perfectly fine. Someone said, yeah, but you know, beginners bend their picks. They don't bend 301 high yield in 20 thousandths. Not that often. I just don't see it. So I would love to see these offered. And we're going to talk about a possibility of them offering those tools individually. Let's talk about that. Hold on one second. They also have a topographic covert companion handle. Apparently this is actually for sale, even though it was in the vault just now. So that's cool that they're doing that. I'd rather see one with a flashlight. I'd really love to see one of these with a flashlight built in, because you could buy aftermarket key smart handles on Amazon, but they're like $40, man. So I haven't invested in that. Also new on the Covert Instruments website, we have the lock library. It says the most comprehensive lock and vulnerability library. For the last 2 years, we've been deep in the trenches at Covert Instruments, constructing what we believe is the ultimate lock and vulnerability library. We're talking about a treasure trove of insider knowledge, detailing which locks have weak spots, what tools can crack them open, and most importantly, how you can stay one step ahead of any potential threats. Intrigued? Sign up for our newsletter below and be the first to get the scoop when this game-changing resource drops. So, I was flown out to the Covert Instruments facility back in April, and I made videos about that trip. They talked a little bit about it. I signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't talk about this, but I will say it's going to be awesome. I'm going to use it. I think it's game-changing. It's fantastic. It's really going to revolutionize Locksport, locksmithing, law enforcement, everything. So I'm looking forward to see how that drops and how they utilize it, what it looks like. But I mean, use your imagination. It's a lock library. I think it's going to be fantastic. So if we go here, let's see here. There was some other area, products, and we go to merch. Let's open that. Let's go to 3D print files. Let's open that. But there was something else here that I wanted to talk about. Oh, darn it. Yeah, there was something else here. And I don't want to say it out loud because it could be that I could get in trouble. Because sometimes they released something. Maybe it was in an email. Maybe it was in an email. I think it was in an email. But I don't have the email in front of me, so I can't talk about that. But they have a new thing that they're going to show. I don't remember what I can talk about and what I can't. So I'm not going to say it. But they have stuff coming in the works all the time. I just wish they would get on the momentum of releasing things on a schedule. Used to be that they were going to try to release stuff every like 1 to 3 months. Now we haven't had a release since like March, which was the key cloning tool. And we haven't had a release since, you know, like Slim Pickens back in December or something like that. So we haven't had much in a good 8 to 9 months. We really haven't. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they release in this fall or this Christmas. I see they went with the replicant bands here. I made a video doing the replicant, which is the key copy and key casting thing, and I said, how cool would it be if somebody, if Covert Instruments specifically came up with colored bands to match the karate belt ranking system. I see they went with that, and that's cool. Would be cool if it was like thanks to Sandman, but I don't expect credit from anybody, least of all a major manufacturer like Covert Instruments. So I'm just glad that they like my idea. Let's see here. If you are new here, if you like 3D printed products, if you like 3D printed products, check out Covert Instruments. They just acquired 3D Locksport, and they offered all of the files for free. I am going to be purchasing a 3D printer so I can make this stuff. There are a couple problems with some of these files. Let me see what one of the... Okay, so here's one of the files that's free. Illuminated plug follower. Last I checked, it didn't tell you what type of equipment to buy or to make this thing an actual flashlight. I haven't gone back and looked and see if they updated that or not, but it doesn't look like they have yet. So it looks like it's just copy and paste from 3D Locksport. So, I mean, it says powered by 3 LR41 batteries, but it doesn't talk about where you can get the actual flashlight that fits inside this plug follower. So I'm hoping that they update the website at some point. Let's move on from that and let's go to Multipick. If you go to Multipick and you type in Sandman, and
it magically is going to pull up something else. Sandman space enter, and it's going to pull up the Sandman recommended lockpick sets. Here we go. We have the Sandman starter set, the Sandman beginner set, Sandman intermediate, and Sandman advanced. And we also have expansion sets. Oh, for some reason, the storage carrying case for the Kronos is on here, and the Snowman is on here. I don't know why that popped up, but doesn't matter. Maybe it's because I have a space in Sandman. Doesn't matter. All the tools I recommended on there, that's all that matters. If you guys don't know, I consulted with Multipick, and I gave them recommendations on how to be competitive in the European market based off of North American successes, specifically things that companies like Covert Instruments and things like Jimy Longs and Southern Specialties have done over the last 20 years to build up Locksport in North America. We are absolutely the king of Locksport in North America, and so I gave them a consultation on that. And they went with that idea, and they were able to create some really awesome pick sets. I'm very proud of this collaboration with Multipick. I get nothing from it. I'm not an ambassador. I don't get royalties. I get no financial kickback. I get nothing. So the Sandman starter set for Europe is going to run you about 18 euros with including the VAT. Not including the VAT is only 15 euros. Here's the deal. We don't pay a VAT tax, a value added tax in North America. So if you're North America and you want some of these pick sets, look at the very bottom line here, and it says $17.47. So about $17 for this set. And that's quite comparable to North American manufacturers as well. Like, for instance, this is my 6-piece set. I really love the success of the Covert Instruments Genesis set, which sells for $28. You can buy this for $30 from Multipick. But if you're North America, stick with North American brands. If you're in Europe or anywhere else in the world, I would highly recommend Multipick, because Multipick delivers, ships to anywhere in the world. Currently, all of my favorite suppliers like Covert Instruments and Jimy Longs, they don't have international shipping yet. So until these companies are willing to start shipping overseas, hey, I would check out Multipick for sure. They're my absolute number one favorite manufacturer coming from Europe. I have the intermediate set. That's actually one of my favorite sets, and the advanced set for those of you that want a little bit of everything. Let's take a look at the Australian manufacturer Bare Bones. Bare Bones is actually going to be able to not going to be dispatching any orders. They're accepting orders, but they're not going to mail anything out from August 26th to September 9th. So it looks like a good 2.5 weeks there, or about 2 weeks. They're going to be taking a break. They may be going on vacation. I hope they're feeling well, but they're still taking orders. Also, any orders that come in before the 26th or received on or before the 25th will be dispatched. So if you want to get some Bare Bones tools, definitely get in your orders right now before the 25th. So you guys have 3 days, because I'm recording this on a Thursday to release on a Friday afternoon. So you have 3 days before these guys shut down to take a break, and it's a much well-deserved break. These guys are too busy making high-quality 301 high-yield stainless steel tools for the market. Let's see here. I wonder if I can type in most recent, and I can't. I wish. Let's see here. Average rating. Let's see it by latest. Yes, sort by latest. Let's see what their newest tools are. We notice you're visiting from the United States. We've updated your prices in the United to USD. That's wonderful. They have single picks. Let's see here. I want to see what they have that's new. I don't know if the Neophyte set, that is new. Here we go. Let's take a look at that. Advanced lock picking kit. Let's take a look at that. Intermediate pick kit. I don't think that's new. These bone scale handles are new. They have a mini vernier caliper. That's new. And the ferrule tension wrench set. Let's take a look at that. Oh, and they have a cutaway here. I think that's been out for a while. Let's take a look at those products. So the Neophyte, interesting. So this is cool. It's a 4-piece set. That's wonderful. 23,000 picks, and we have a single. What kind of? Trying to look. It's a half diamond, and it's a snake rake. That's wonderful. And then you can decide if you want to get some type of handle for these. Comes with top of keyway pry bar that's double-ended. It comes with a bottom of keyway half twist. That's really cool. Personally, I would love to see a short flat hook for something like this, but that's really cool. What is this about? We've been asked a number of times for a small lockpick set for users to try your hand at it before committing or buying a large kit. Here's the bare bones solution. That's wonderful. I'm glad they're doing that. I don't know why they went with a half diamond there. That's like the #1 most hated lockpick in Locksport, but I think it's great that they're doing this. That's wonderful. That's a really great step in the right direction. This is a really cool set, the Advanced Lockpick Kit. I think I've already reviewed it. Let's go move on. We do have these new bone scale handles. Those are really nice. We have a new veneer caliper for 28 cents. Wow. Huh. I don't know if I trust that caliper, but looks cool. I'm glad that they're offering that. All you need it is for measuring pins and maybe measuring some of your tools. Sometimes I use my Jimy Longs tools, and I don't know if they're 15,000s or 18,000s. I bet that tool would really come in handy. The Ferrule tension set. This is a really decent tensioner. Highly recommend you check that out. And they have a dimple lock / pin tumbler double Euro profile cylinder. That's also a cutaway. I think I have that. I think it's really cool. I'm pretty sure I already talked about it. I just don't use it on a daily basis. I apologize. The one thing I would really take away from this, I really love their lockpicks because they're all some of the strongest lockpicks on the market, but I would really use their dimple pick set. And their dimple pick set is like the best dimple pick set for under $100 in the whole world, hands down. They're really good. They're very good. So we have the bone casket with 6 bone dimple picks, and you can pick your color if you want them to be black and white or a custom fleck or whatever, and then that's like $80. These things are super nice. I have a review on these, so if you're wanting to get into dimple lock picking, that's what I recommend. Mok-Workshop is still under construction. Hopefully this guy comes back up in the next coming weeks, maybe. I don't know if he's coming up end of August or early September or end of September. I'm guessing he's probably going to be up beginning of September, so I'm looking forward to that. I think he's restructuring some of his inventory. I think he's using his time to get some products in, and he didn't want to just be completely out of stock, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. This guy is in my top 3 lockpick manufacturers of all time. I love it. I can't wait to see what else. Folks, I've been sitting at home all day, every day for the past 4 weeks. I've been dealing with some heart issues. I'm currently wearing a heart rate monitor on my chest for the next 2 weeks. So if I look like I'm bouncing around in my chair, I swear I'm not on drugs. I don't even consume caffeine, not in 10 years. I'm just bored and out of my mind. I really appreciate all of you willing to stop by my channel, listen to my diatribe, and listen to my nonsensical comments. And it's absolutely horrendous. But this YouTube channel and all of you keep me sane. Thank you very much. I'm sure this is all going to get settled and figured out. I've just been having some heart issues, and but it gives me more time to sit around the house, pick locks, and make YouTube content for all of you. So I just realized I look like Hitler in the World War II Olympics, just bouncing around all hooked up on meth. So I apologize. I'm just getting all antsy and excited talking about Locksport, talking to myself in my own room here, because that's pretty much all I do now. I make content and I talk to myself. You think I'm talking to you. It's not real time. I'm talking to myself, I'm recording it, and then you just watch it at a later time. I'm so sorry, but that's the truth. So that's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below, what did I cover today that gets you most excited? Are you super excited about Covert Instruments? I'm excited, but at the same time, I'm keeping my hopes like grounded. I'm not going to build my hopes up. I've been waiting for some of those products have been in the vault for a year. Like the Gravity has been in the vault since they started the vault, which this vault started like November or December, if I remember correctly. So I've been waiting a long time for some of these products, but so I can't say if I'm excited anymore. I am excited. I love Covert Instruments products, but man, I really want to see some products getting released. But hey, at least they're waiting until the products are perfect, and that's what I love about Covert Instruments. They're known for perfection in their products. So let me know in the comments down below, what are you most excited about? You're going to head over to Lockpicker's Bench and buy up some Moki stuff while Mok-Workshop is down. You're going to check out the Sandman pick sets over at Multipick. Are you waiting for some Covert Instruments, McNally, or Apex Fun? That's it. That's all I have for today, folks. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will catch you guys next time.